How y'all doing? This is the day that the Lord has made. I will rejoice and be glad in it. I want to please you. I want to please you, Lord. I want to please you, Lord. Create in me, clean heart. Create in me a clean heart and renew the right spirit within me. May my life, may my words, may my actions be pleasing in your sight. Before you have that affair, that's what I'm talking about today. For your glory, I will do anything. Yeah. I want to be pleasing to you, Jesus. My life, my heart. Just gotta meditate on the Lord real quick before I speak. I want Him to speak through me. Have your way, Lord. Just to see you. I don't know what you're going through today. It's your sister in Christ coming to you to share my lessons, to encourage somebody today. I'm sure if you follow me, you know my story, you know pretty much my journey of how I got to where I am right now. And so a few weeks ago, God put it in my heart to share my lessons about before you have that affair. Because guess what? The reason why I'm not married today is because when you let the devil in, when you give him a ride, he end up in the driver's seat. And he gonna take you somewhere you don't want to go. He gonna take you somewhere you never thought you'd go. We gotta go back to putting God in our marriages. Yeah, I'm not married, but I was married close to 20 years, and I know what not to do concerning infidelity. I know how the enemy can come in. I know how to let him in. I know how because I did it. So I'm just sharing my lessons with you. If you're going through in your relationship and you really honor marriage and you really honor God and you know you're a child of God, when you're going through, I say love will be tested. And it's the storm that reveals the strength of the anchor. It's the storm that's going to show you how strong you really are. It's the storm that's going to show you how strong your love really is. It's the storm that's going to show you how strong your loyalty really is. It's the storm that's going to reveal if what you stood up at that altar and promised to be is real. So I didn't handle it right. I didn't handle my pain right. So I'm coming to encourage you and let you know that the way that I went in my pain, if you really value love and you really want love, cheating is a temporary lust. It's a temporary void filler that don't last and it never end well. And when you really love God and you really know that you want your marriage, in order to cheat, you got to turn your feelings off. You got to turn your heart off. You go out there into that game trying to numb. And it's like, how did I get to this place? How did I come to this place where now I'm thinking about giving my heart and my body to somebody else? So I told y'all yesterday to evaluate your relationship with yourself first. Because I say, nobody, the mistreatment of your mate or whoever, nobody in your life should be able to throw you off the course and throw you off the path of your relationship with God. Because if you give your husband, your wife, anybody that much power, they shouldn't have that much power. You got them too high up. If you letting their actions make you ignore the voice of God and make you go do wrong because you mad, you giving them too much power. So I told y'all yesterday to go have a conversation with your significant other, expressing your needs and being open to hearing their needs. Because this is real. This ain't no game. Marriage ain't no game. This is real. This is my life. Relationships have the ability to make or break your life. And who you give your energy to and who you give your heart to has the ability to shift your life. So it's important to be able to have a conversation and express your needs and they express their needs. And if y'all can't do that with each other, that's a big problem right there. That's a problem when you can't have a conversation. But today I just want to encourage you when it comes to getting too comfortable with the opposite sex. That's gonna let the devil in your relationship. Because that's what killed mine. Too much access. Nobody should have the same access to your heart, to you, like your significant other. It shouldn't be no friends who can call you any time of night. I was telling y'all yesterday that my pastor, rest in peace, whenever he did marriage counseling, whenever he did counsel, he never counseled a woman alone because you already know that making love to the mind, you meet the need. You know, you sitting there listening and you pouring out your heart and you sharing your fears. And so it's wisdom that I don't need to be counseling nobody alone because conversation is powerful. So nobody should have access to your energy, to your time, your heart, like your significant other. They come first. And if it's a situation where you giving somebody access that they shouldn't have, you open up the door for the enemy to come into your relationship. You got to protect your relationship. I love how Tony Gaskins was saying that I don't respond to the DMs because he know that's an open door for the enemy to come in. And even though I know I ain't doing nothing, I don't know your motives. If you want to do business with me, email me. Go through the proper protocol. Go through the proper protocol. If it's business, email me. Let's handle it during business hours. But when you start opening up and giving people too much access, you're not guarding your relationship like you should. Because if you value it, and you value and you honor your husband or your wife when they tell you, and it's not insecurity, having boundaries. That's wisdom. I used to work at the prison, and they tell you, do not be talking to these inmates. Uh, Keep it business, because they know that when you start having a conversation, you're opening your heart to them. Next thing you know, you're bringing in stuff for them. Too much access. So who you giving too much access to? If you really value your marriage, you might have to go back and close some doors, close some doors if you want it. Because see, sometimes we live in a very selfish generation where we want to do what we want to do. We've lost respect for each other. We don't validate their feelings, like we should. We didn't come to just selfish, and we want to do what we want to do. And when a mate come to us and try to talk to us, we don't validate their feelings. We don't make them feel seen, and we don't make them feel heard. And it's only so long that you can invalidate your significant other and make them feel like with their words, their heart, their feelings don't matter. And they might be weak. They might be weak for you, where you feel like they'll never leave you. And that's a horrible place to be, where you take advantage of a person's brokenness because you feel like they always gonna be there. You gotta ask yourself, what is it within me that will make me crush the spirit, invalidate the heart of somebody that I made a vow to love, a vow to uphold, a vow to strengthen, a vow to be there through sickness and in hell, a vow to cover, a vow. What is it within me that would make me invalidate their heart? God ain't pleased with that. And we're not perfect, but that's why we got the Holy Spirit, because the Holy Spirit, He let us know you wasn't right for that. You wrong for what you said. You wrong for that. If you got the Spirit of God in you, you know when something ain't right. You know when somebody feeling and you entertaining them. You know that. You know that you got a ring on and somebody know that you got your ring on and they don't care. They don't care about your ring because we live in a lust-driven, selfish society. It's your job to protect your relationship. Ain't nobody gonna protect your relationship like you. And I'm just encouraging you and letting you know that when you let the enemy in, yeah, you might get grace. You might have gotten grace up to this point, but it's only so long that you can continue abandoning each other's needs before it comes to an end, or before you become roommates, or before y'all just living together, but ain't no love no more. Well, y'all just going through the motions, but ain't no love. And the children are seeing toxicity. I'm just encouraging you if you really want it. Yeah, we mess up sometimes. The devil had me for a season. He had me for a season. But that's not my heart. That's not, when you allow yourself to not be watered, you become something. You become a different person. That's why we gotta have boundaries. We gotta have standards. We gotta stand up for ourselves. We gotta have self-love. Or you end up turning into something that you never thought you would be. So I'm just encouraging you to assess your relationship with yourself, assess your relationship with God, protect your marriage if you really want it. Because the enemy coming to kill, steal, and destroy. And he gonna take you right to losing your family. He gonna drive you right to losing your family, losing your husband, losing your wife because of lust, or because you failed to heal, or because you failed to have a conversation. Hey Will, hey AJ, thank y'all for tuning in. I'm just trying to encourage you, because I went that way and letting you know this ain't what you want to do. This ain't the way you want to go. If you really love, and if you really want your marriage, you're gonna end up losing your marriage behind somebody that you cheating with for a season, and it's not worth it. It's not worth it, y'all. We gotta heal ourselves so we can stop inflicting our pain and our wounds on people. We gotta heal our hearts. We gotta learn what real love is. We gotta learn what healthy love is, because it takes, when we don't love ourselves, we inflict that pain on our mate and on our spouse. Because when you have self love, you're not around here hurting people like that. When you love you, you treat others well too. So I encourage you to heal your heart, heal your wounds, heal whatever made you uh heal those mommy wounds, heal those daddy wounds, so we can raise healthy families and healthy children. You're gonna be all right. I'm all right. I made it, but it affects the children when they see toxicity. I'm blessed that my child, didn't see the toxicity. She was too young, but it really does affect the children. It really does. So, y'all, let's get it together. Before you had an affair, y'all read the book, um, and just think about it. I can't stop you. I can't stop you from doing what you're gonna do. I can't stop you from having your side pieces. I can't. I just want to put it in your heart and your mind that it ain't gonna end well, and it's not worth your family. And the only thing out there is outside kids, STDs, losing your family, ending up more broken. So I guess that's it. Ain't nothing else coming up for me to say. So, but if you want to say something or ask me something or give your input, I'm listening. And I thank y'all for tuning in. Thank y'all for watching. Thank y'all for listening. My. It's a bad place to be when you can't have a conversation and you feel like you can't talk to your mate, or you feel like your mate giving other people more than they giving you. That's a painful place to be. And I hope ain't nobody doing it that's watching me. If you're doing it, don't that's cruel. It's disrespectful. It's disrespectful. People. It's an order. It's a protocol. Your mate come first. Your mate come first. My. So anyway, that's all I had to say for today. I love y'all. Be encouraged. I'm gonna have to go back and watch this. I don't know what I see. Say, like, Holy Spirit, yes, sit on us, God. Sit on us. Stir our hearts, God. Refresh our hearts. Give us a heart for you again. Ignite our fire for you. My. Heal the marriages, Lord. Heal them, Lord. Somebody need to go apologize to their husband tonight. Somebody need to go apologize to their wife tonight, because you know you haven't been that listening ear. You haven't been uplifting them. You ain't been there like you should. You be giving your time and attention to everything else but home. But it ain't too late to get it right if you value your marriage. Go fix that thing, and don't let nothing separate y'all. Don't let nothing come between. Don't let nobody come between. Don't let nobody come between your marriage, your relationship. It's somebody's son, it's somebody's daughter. They got a heart, they got feelings. Don't take advantage of the grace. Don't take advantage of their love for you. Don't do that. Don't do that. Much love, Will. God bless you. Where you been? I ain't seen you. You dip in a little bit every now and then. What you been doing? Be encouraged. My. So my inspiration is just to stop you from going the path I went, if I can, or you know, help you, to heal your heart, so that we can stop letting, the enemy into our relationships. We letting them in ourselves. Your marriage is gonna reflect your relationship with you, and your marriage is gonna reflect your relationship with God. If you don't have boundaries, the marriage is not gonna have boundaries. Hey, Kidlin, your marriage is not gonna have boundaries if you don't stop giving people access to you. Stop giving people of the opposite sex access and giving them attention that you should be giving your husband or your wife. It's disrespectful. Don't do that. Treat people how you want to be treated. If you can't do it with your significant other being there, if you can't say it with your significant other being there, it don't need to be done. Why get married to play? Like my friends say, why tie somebody down to break them down? Who do that? Where they do that at? Why tie them down to break them down? My Lord, my Lord, my Lord. Before you have that affair, the rest of these tips is just, concerning just the opposite sex. And I don't care if it's a family member. I don't care if it's a friend. You need to have boundaries. Nobody should have access to you and conversations with you on the level of intimacy that you have with your significant other. It is true. And the sad part is sometimes, we marry people and they be a certain way. And so after so long, we realize, you know what? 5, 10 years in, this ain't gonna get it. I need more. Sometimes they not willing to grow or change because you accepted me this way. And so now 5, 10 years in, you trying to get me to change now? And unfortunately, everybody ain't gonna want to grow with you. You trying to hold me to something that you've been letting me do for the past 10 years, and now you trying to get me to. So let's be more intentional with who we go into covenant with. Um, let's be more intentional and aware of the fact that can't change nobody. And hopefully we can mesh with somebody that is working on themselves and trying to grow like us. Don't try to change nobody and try to make them be something to you that they don't want to be, that they don't have the capacity to be. We gotta use more wisdom on who we choose to go in the covenant with, and who we choose to go in a relationship with, and who we choose to allow into our life. But hopefully you got a good thing at home. And if you know you got a good thing at home, and you know you ain't being the mate that you need to be, don't wait till it's too late. Because when I got married at 19, I didn't think that we would ever divorce. Things happen, cause and effect. You invest disrespect into your marriage. What you think you're gonna get back? You invest neglect. What you think you're gonna get back? You invest mistreatment. You invest talking down. What you think you're gonna get over a matter of time? Been there, was married, 5, just miserable, a sheep in wolf's clothing. Match me, Lord. My. Yeah, we gotta spend more time getting to know. Not rushing, not moving too fast to see the character. Of course, you're not gonna know everything, but you have an overall picture of their temperament, their character, their integrity. Spend enough time to see what you're dealing with, and you don't have to accept something that's not adding to your life. But that's what happens when we think we can change people because of our amount of money, or our sex game, or our mouth game, or our cooking game, or whatever game. We're fooling yourself thinking that you're finna go in and change somebody. So anyway, y'all, at my work desk, but listening. Hey, Queen, bless always. So grateful to see you in my comments today. God bless you. Hope all is well with you. I'm just trying to keep somebody from going down the path that I went. But we got to learn our own lessons. But if I can share something that, make you think, if you're thinking about cheating, I wouldn't do it again. I learned what I needed to learn from it, and it's not worth it. Because I can't give my pearls to the swine. What the words say? I can't give my pearls to the swine. These pearls ain't for pigs. These pearls is for a king. And I can't have somebody so high up that I allow them to make me leave God. Because I got them. I made them my God. No. You got to be silent in your relationship with you. And you got to be silent in your relationship with God. And when somebody decide to take a stupid pill and let the enemy come in, that's on them. They out here. The kings is out here. But sometimes we got to get ready for the king. We got to, sometimes we think we're ready and we're not. Well, I know I told me for the past 3-4 years, sit down. Because your wounds is making you choose. You ain't choosing right. You're not choosing with the right set of lenses. You broken, you hurting, and you're not making wise choices for you because of your brokenness, and you ain't healed. So you need to go sit down somewhere and heal and learn how to love you so that you can stop developing unhealthy attachments to people, so that you can stop making foolish choices thinking that you finna go and not catch feelings when you know you was made for love and you know you want love. Go sit down and heal your heart so that you can choose from a place of wholeness and not a place of desperation just because he's looking good and saying all the right stuff. You need to make sure his character and his spirit matches his words. So until you able to do that, go heal. And so sometimes you got to be real with yourself. That's what I did. Go heal. And I'm still learning, out here. I'm still learning and I'm applying what I learned. Yeah, that's what I said. This is like scale straight. Is it? You think so? I'm not sure because I don't know what I'm saying. I don't know. I'm have to go back and watch it. Sometimes the lessons are the only way to correct us. If we learn from them, they turn into our biggest blessing. That is so true. I was saying yesterday that sometimes you gotta have that just right butt kicking. If God had not let the last guy that I called myself in love with ghost me, I would have kept going with the cycle. But I was tired of that. I was tired of this cycle of um you meet them, you ain't supposed to catch feelings. We just gonna do this. You catch feelings and you get ghosted because you getting too needy now. You knew going into this thing that this was supposed to be, but now you want more. Let me next. And here you go doing the cycle again with somebody else because conversation. I love good conversation. I love just some good conversation. That's making love to the mind. And I'm sure we all like that. And so you keep getting fooled by conversation. Go sit down somewhere. Go sit down somewhere. So I had to heal and I got that just right butt kicking. Well, I was tired. You gotta be sick and tired. Gotta be sick and tired of doing it the wrong way and doing it the unhealthy way. And I'm blessed and I'm so grateful that God didn't let me catch nothing. I'm so glad that I didn't get pregnant. I'm so glad that it could have been different. But if I would have kept going, ain't no telling where I would be right now. So God done been too good for me to go back out there and do that again. I learned what I needed to learn, and now I'm here to help and share my lessons with you. And just to let you know, you don't want to be viewed as just a piece of meat. That's what you're gonna when you cheating. That's what you're doing. You just you choosing to go into a situation where we ain't gonna catch feelings. We just gonna do the thing. And it look good. The music, you got the music that's promoting and making it sound and look good, but that ain't about to die. It ain't worth it because I want love. I don't want to be getting left and ghosted because I'm needy, because I'm not healed, because I'm choosing wrong. I don't want that, and you don't want that. But that's the route that you're going when you choose to cheat. It's not worth it. But some people got to see for themselves. I hate to say it, Shay, but it's like your past leads you to your purpose. It did. You are truly releasing knowledge and wisdom. I'm trying to, Lord. It did lead me to my purpose. But I surrendered, though. I didn't have to. It's a choice that I chose to make because I was tired of that merry-go-round. Social media has broken a lot of marriages. But you know what? Social media, that's why I'm saying boundaries. If you don't have boundaries, your marriage won't have boundaries. If you don't have boundaries, you're going to allow the DM. You're going to get tempted by the DM. And you're going to open up the door for the enemy to come in. Social media is exposing, if anything. Social media is not the reason, it's just exposing. It's another avenue to be able to cheat. Unfortunately, it's exposing. You know, I like how that's why I listen to Tony Gaston. So if you hear me saying his name a lot, that's who I listen to. That he was talking about social media cheat. The comments, the disrespectful comments, the hard eyes, the just stuff that will make your mate feel uncomfortable. We just doing too much. And like I say, we taking advantage of people's love. We taking advantage of their loyalty. That's why it's our job to set boundaries and set standards because we teach people how to treat us. And if we allow it and we gonna stay and all we gonna do is just fuss about it, but that's it, it's gonna continue. And it starts with us, women. We got to have boundaries. We got to have standards. We got to not allow people to treat us any kind of way. And the same go for a man. They deserve to be respected too. So we also loving on ourselves. If we start loving ourselves, it can start reflecting in our relationships. But we don't love ourselves, and it's reflected in our relationships, and we inflicting our pain and brokenness on people. It's just a continuous cycle. We gotta heal, y'all. We gotta heal. Who is this? Spam. Not block them. Yes, y'all doing too much. You're right. That's why I know I can't watch everybody content. Yeah, that's right. And it takes maturity to say, you know what? I don't need to be following her. And she ain't got no clothes on. And I got a wife. Why is you following and liking? Hey, I can't get everybody's house, but why is you liking twerking videos? And you got a wife. We done just got very disrespectful out here, y'all. We just gotta go back, to the drawing board. I'm just encouraging you to get a healthy relationship with yourself so that you can have a healthy family. So that we can do it better. Taking advantage of the grace. Taking advantage of the grace because we ain't seen the consequences yet. We just keep going, just keep going. But one day, that's a lot of broken people and children right now because of the actions of our parents. And it's not point blame. It's just saying that your actions do affect your children and your family. And we got to start considering that by having self-awareness and opening our eyes and humbling ourselves. Humble yourselves and pray. Seek my face. Turn from your wicked ways. Then will I hear from heaven and heal the land. We got to turn from our wicked ways so that God can heal the land. He can heal the land of your family. Heal the land of your marriage. I'm gonna do it God's way this time too. I'm not rushing. I'm not rushing into no relationship. I'm just healing my soul and trying to grow in God. Lord, use me. What they say, I done let everybody else use me. Let God use you. You done let everybody else use you. Let God use you. And I want God to use me. So, like I say, this not coming from a place of judgment. It's coming from a place of understanding. And this ain't the way you want to go. Before you have that affair, at least consider what I have to say. You don't never have to message me. You don't never have to say you talking to me. Just get the book. It's in the link below and just consider it. Because warning come before destruction, pride come before a fall. He gonna try to, stop you from going that way. But if you just persist and you must see for yourself. But I don't want it. I'm gonna do it God's way too, bless our ways. Can't never go wrong doing it God's way. You might have to wait a little longer, but it'll be worth the wait. You don't want no turkey coming out the oven before it's done. I don't want it if it ain't ready. I don't want it. Let that thing marinate. Let that thing marinate. Let it come in God's time. God know when I'm ready. He know when I'm ready. He know when you're ready. But just keep doing that healing work so that you don't repeat the toxic cycles. So that you can love yourself enough to walk away when it ain't right. That you have enough self-worth to know that what you're doing, I'm not taking blame for that. This is your character. This is your character focus. You gotta heal. But not at the expense of hurting me. No, I don't deserve this. I don't deserve this. And I'm not accepting this. Gotta do better. If you want me, you gotta do better. What we gonna do? What we gonna do? My Lord, I'm not saying it's easy, but it is definitely necessary. It's definitely necessary. I don't care if I'm living in a straw house on the hill. If I'm in God's will, I'm happy. It's when we try to go out and do it our way and handle situations our way that we gotta reap the consequences. He leads me along his paths of righteousness. Trusting him with all my heart, lean not to my own understanding, and all my ways acknowledge him. He will direct my path. My Lord. So learn how to enjoy your own company if you're single. Learn how to enjoy your own company. Learn how to just keep loving on you. Keep doing that healing work. Well, all right, y'all. I love y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in. If God put something else on my heart, I come back and talk about it again. But protect your relationship. Protect your relationship. Put the honor back. Put God back. Hey, put God back into your marriage. Put God back into your marriage. Kick the devil out. Kick the disrespect out. Put love back in. Love is patient. Love is kind. It's not rude. It's not prideful. It's not boastful. So if you operate, you being rude, you being disrespectful, you invalidating their feelings, you ain't right. You ain't walking in love. But all right, Kathleen, I love you. Thank you too. And I talk to y'all once I hear that next, assignment that God put in my heart and spirit. All right then. That's right. He got us. He got us right where we need to be to learn what we need to learn, to grow what we need to grow. Right on time. My. Bye. Be blessed, Will. Get that money. Bye.